Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our ceremony will begin in approximately 5 minutes. So I invite you to find a seat if you haven't already done so. Now, before we begin this joyous ceremony, let me remind you to silence your mobile devices and be courteous to those around you by refraining from talking or leaving your seat during the ceremony. We have hired a photographer to capture the moment that your graduate receives his or her degree, so please do not approach the stage area. During the presentation of graduates, we encourage you to express your pride by applauding and cheering, but please refrain from using air horns. In the event of fire or other emergency, you're asked to proceed in an orderly fashion to the nearest exit. Exits are identified by the illuminated exit signs. Please note the exits in both the southeast and southwest corner of the gymnasium, as well as the main entrance of the gym. Please proceed to the nearest outside exit upon leaving the gym, and we thank you for your cooperation.
Good evening. Please stand for the national anthem. Welcome, graduates, family, and friends, to the Spring 22 Commencement Ceremony at Central Ohio Technical College. I am Provost Eric Heiser, and I am delighted to congratulate the class of 2022 on behalf of the faculty of Central Ohio Technical College. You are graduating at a historic time. We're emerging from the COVID pandemic. The coronavirus disrupted your life, and for some of you, that meant your studies as well. Through your perseverance and dedication, you have arrived at the culmination of your educational experience, commencement. You should be incredibly proud of yourself and your achievement. Secondly, Central Ohio Technical College is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. In that time, more than 15,000 graduates have crossed the stage. Tonight, that number rises with you. The faculty and I applaud your success. Congratulations, graduates. I'm now pleased to welcome to the stage the president of Central Ohio Technical College, Dr. John M. Berry.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening. The faculty, candidates, and guests of Central Ohio Technical College are assembled. And now I proclaim that the Spring 2022 Commencement Ceremony to be in session. And I'm going to go off script for just a second. You heard Dr. Heiser say, you've all overcome an awful lot of challenge, an awful lot of obstacles. COVID has presented some real trying times for all of us. And par for the course, I don't know if any of you noticed, that in your program this year, it has been printed backwards. So as you all follow along in the audience, please start from the back and work your way to the front. We graduates will have these reprinted for each and every one of you. When we send you your diploma, you will have a new printed program from front to back. So we will overcome, we will have a good experience tonight. I just wanted to make sure you understood that we're not trying to sell you all those t-shirts in the front of the program. All right, back to the script. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the members of the Central Ohio Technical College Board of Trustees who are with us this evening. Trustees are appointed by the governor of the state of Ohio and by the local school board districts. As I call your name, please remain standing for recognition. Robert A. Montagnes, Chair. Paul M. Thompson, Vice Chair. And Marion M. Sutton. Can we thank our Board of Trustees? We also have members of the President's Cabinet on stage. As I call your name, please remain standing for recognition. Brian Bomer, Superintendent of Facilities and Support Services. Suzanne Brasou, Director of Marketing and Public Relations. Dr. David Brilhart, Vice President for Business and Finance. Dr. Eric Heiser, Provost. Dr. Brianna Johnson, Chief Diversity Officer. And Dr. Jacqueline Perrell, Vice President and Chief of Staff. Thank you all for all you do and your support. Lastly, we want to recognize a special guest that is on stage with us. That is Professor Scott Wilson, who has served at COTC as a faculty for 42 years. As our senior-most faculty member, Scott has the honor to serve as the mace bearer. The college mace is a symbol of the Office of the President and represents each of our 4 campuses. The mace is used to lead the academic procession at commencement and other ceremonial occasions. Scott, would you please stand and be recognized? Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Rob Montagnes, Chair of the Central Ohio Technical College Board of Trustees, to offer comments on behalf of the trustees themselves.
Thank you, Dr. Berry. Good evening, graduates. And on behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, I'm pleased to sincerely congratulate you on this evening. You know, it says here in my notes that I should acknowledge that COVID's happened the past couple years. For those of you who don't know what I do during the day, I work in a hospital, so I'm quite aware of the challenges that COVID have presented all of you as students, as individuals, as families, as communities. So whether the past 2 years has been what you envisioned, together we are here tonight to celebrate all of your accomplishments. In the relatively short time you've been here at COTC, you've turned strangers into friends, classes that felt impossible, even beyond the capability you had to pass them. You've overcome all that to be here tonight and earn your various degrees. I certainly want to be one of many who will congratulate you on your accomplishments. You know, our mission statement at Licking Memorial Hospital is we exist to improve the health of the community. And many of you here tonight are going to help us accomplish that. But those of you who work in neighboring healthcare systems will be taking care of those communities. Hopefully not through pandemics in the future, but through challenging times. Those of you in other disciplines will be contributing to your communities. I would just remind and suggest to you that making sure you are part of your community is extremely important. And we are proud that by doing the work over the last 2-3 years, you are taking that first step to making your communities better. Each of you had a choice when it came to which college you would attend. And we are certainly grateful that you chose COTC. And once again, on behalf of the board, we want to congratulate you. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Montagnes. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have 2 guest presenters to you tonight. The first is actually a member of the graduating class, and I will introduce him in just a moment. We also have a member of our 50 notable alumni. We told you that we are celebrating 50 years of service to our communities, and we represented that as part of that celebration with 50 notable alums. People who have done something significant in their communities, and you're going to meet her as well. But the first presenter that you're going to meet is representing the graduating class and earning an associate's degree in business management technology, and that's Johnny Lippincott. Johnny, if you'll come to the stage. There's a couple things I want to share with you. Johnny doesn't know, I was going to go a little off script and talk about him. Johnny's been a student with us for a while. He has started in a different degree program, realized that that really may not have been his calling, and really charted a new course within business management and has done very well. But he also served during the pandemic as my student liaison. He was your voice to the president's office, telling us, here are things that students are experiencing, here are the things that have worked well, here are the things that are challenging, here are the things that candidly you need to do differently. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present your liaison and guest speaker, Johnny Lippincott.
Good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I certainly would like to thank Dr. Berry for the honor and privilege to be presenting to the commencement of 2022 Central Ohio Technical College. I also wish to thank the various people who have been the most and biggest support in my educational journey here at COTC. For one, my father, Rick Lippincott, who came all the way from Florida this morning to be with us. And of course, the love of my life, my fiance, Emily Wood. I certainly would not be here without them. Their love and support certainly got me through some of the toughest times I faced during my educational journey. So, normally here at commencement speakers speak about success and achievement, what it takes to accomplish that, but today I'm going to go a little off course and talk about something different. When I was taking my entrepreneurship class, I learned two very important lessons. For one, I learned the meaning of the word value and how it correlates to, essentially, how it correlates with utility and how it means that value is what you find satisfaction in, not so much where you find the best deal. But I also learned something else, and that is how to value failure. Failure is something we must overcome to achieve success. Often misquoted, when asked by a reporter, Thomas Edison responded when asked how it felt to fail 1,000 times, that I did not fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention that took 1,000 steps. Great success can only be overcome through failure, frustration, and even tragedy. A couple of years ago, I was going through a very rough time, and my father introduced me to the concepts of Tao philosophy. And in the premise, the idea of Tao philosophy is that essentially it doesn't matter how bitter or how sour your journey may be, as depicted by a famous painting known as the Three Vinegar Tasters, where you see the founding of Tao philosophy, Lao Tzu sampling vinegar with a delighted reaction. And in this, it simply means that, as he explained, it doesn't matter how bitter or how sour your experience is. What matters is you got to experience it and be a better person. And this is how we must approach failure from here on out, looking at it as an experience and looking at it as a lesson and as a teacher. Because without failure, we cannot have great success. Class of 2022 and members in attendance, thank you very much.
So not only did Johnny do that in record time, he also did that without reading his notes. So that was basically from memory. And I know he called out his fiancee, Emmy, and Emmy is actually a COTC student as well. So not only are we an institution of intellect, we're an institution of love. So thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. Our next speaker is not only a COTC graduate, but also one of our COTC 50 notable alumni, recognized in honor of the college's 50th anniversary. Those individuals are recognized for having excelled professionally and made a significant impact in their communities. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome the President and CEO of the Licking County Chamber of Commerce, Jennifer McDonald.
All right, Johnny is a little bit of a hard act to follow, but I will try. Good evening. I'd like to thank COTC administration for inviting me to speak tonight. As mentioned, my name is Jennifer McDonald, and I am the President and CEO of Licking County Chamber of Commerce. And we provide a variety of services for over 900 members and exist for one reason: to make doing business in Licking County as easy and profitable as it can be. But aside from my professional role in the community, and frankly, I think more relevant to you graduates here today, I am a proud alumni of COTC. It's hard for me to say, but 32 years ago, I sat in your seat, excited for the next chapter in my life to begin, and I wasn't sure what it would look like. I certainly didn't think it would bring me to this stage. And I was filled with a little more than just a little bit of apprehension. Mostly, however, I was filled with hope, curiosity, and welcoming a world of possibilities. And I will be honest, I don't remember who spoke at my graduation, nor their message. And that made me think, what can I say that would be memorable, be worthwhile? My first thought was, as a community advocate, to encourage you to stay local, inform you of the extraordinary opportunities, the businesses and organizations that would welcome you with your technical skills here in Licking County. And that is all true. And I do hope many of you have plans to live, work, and play local, because there are so many exciting, unexplored opportunities here. So there, I did my professional obligation. But as someone who sat in your shoes as a daughter, later as a mother and a wife, and now a mature woman who looks back on those 30 years, this is what I needed to hear when I was sitting where you are, and I hope it will be worthwhile to you. Everyone take a deep breath. Now exhale. Look around. Take in this moment. Stop thinking about all of the things you need to do in the future and all the things you should have done in the past. Today, right now, in this moment, none of that is important. You'll find that over time, a lot more than that, that is true a lot more often than not. Be in this moment. Not on your phone, not in your head. Be really in this moment, because this is your moment. This moment is uniquely yours. You should be extremely proud of yourself. Friends and family in the audience, you should be extremely proud of these graduates, and I'm sure you are. You deserve that. And yes, there may be still a lot to figure out. Maybe it's where you're going to work or live. Did I mention live local? Maybe you're contemplating starting a family, starting a business, defining your goals, paying your bills, buying a car. Guess what? That will all play out. That will all work out. Trust me, it does, and it will. Probably in ways you're not contemplating today, and probably that will be for the best. Be patient. I encourage you to really try to stay in the moment. It's your moment. Be present. I tell you this from experience. I couldn't wait to graduate, get a good job, get married, have kids. Those kids, guess what? They learn to walk, tie their own shoes, learn to drive. And then I found myself spending more time volunteering, serving my community, traveling. Kids graduate, move out. I swear, in the blink of an eye. I wish I would have lingered a bit longer with all those times. I wish I had really been in the moment. I was asking my youngest son if he would find any of my talk memorable, and he said yes, because he's polite. And it may just have been a way for him not to hurt my feelings, but he said something profound that I decided to put in this speech. He said, "Mom, life is a scrapbook, not a spreadsheet." I think that sentence is important enough to repeat. Life is a scrapbook, not a spreadsheet. In 30 years' time, don't you want to look back on your life and visualize snapshots of moments? Moments like today, instead of checking off items in a spreadsheet. And trust me, there will be plenty of spreadsheets to compile and plenty of checklists to complete. They're necessary, even if they can be burdensome. But even in that, be in the moment. Celebrate the achievement of completing a project. Take pride in finding a new way to do something, measure something, or simply accomplishing something every day. Don't obsess over the small things, and really, there are a lot more small things than we realize. Life is a series of little victories. You will have achievements, little ones, and today, big ones. Every single day. Don't lose sight of them and celebrate them. One of my favorite quotes comes from the movie that maybe none of you know. It's called Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You do know it, right? If you haven't seen it, you need to find it. It is a bit dated. But Ferris says, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Isn't that true? That's simple, but it's profoundly true. It is the basis of my motto, take the chance. Eat the cake, apply for that job, plan the vacation, buy the shoes, drink the wine, and be in the moment, and stay local. Everyone, be in this moment today and every day from here on out. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Jennifer. I can't believe it was 32 years ago that you sat out there as a 10-year-old graduate. Congratulations to you. So thank you, Jennifer. You, Johnny, and all the graduates seated in front of me are an inspiration to the faculty and staff of Central Ohio Technical College, your friends, family, and all future students and graduates of the college. At this time, I'd like to recognize one of the outstanding graduates here this evening. The C. Allen Milliken Award recognizes an outstanding graduate of business technologies and is selected by the Faculty Council Honors and Awards Committee. Nominees exemplify leadership, organization, initiative, and potential for community involvement so as to make a substantial contribution to the quality of life in our community. And they must have a minimum of a 3.5 grade point average in their technical courses. I am pleased to announce that this year's Milliken Award recipient is Business Management Technology graduate Shelby Bixler. Shelby, please stand and be recognized. Before the diplomas are handed out, I want to just briefly recognize a few caring and dedicated people who have supported you along the way. The faculty of Central Ohio Technical College play a crucial role in bringing the graduates to this important milestone. Will all of the COTC faculty please stand for recognition? Thank you. I would like to recognize one particular faculty member who was participating in his last commencement ceremony this evening. Professor Ken Ullish is retiring after 37 years with Central Ohio Technical College in our Radiologic Science Technology program. I had the pleasure of going to the pinning ceremony last night, and every one of you cried. So if I can ask Ken to stand and be recognized. Will all of the college staff members please stand for recognition for the role that you play? Thank you very much. And last but not least, will the families and friends of our graduates, you've come a long way in this journey as well. Would you please stand and let us recognize you? Thank you very much. Dr. Heiser, I think it's now time to turn this over to you for the event of the evening.
Thank you, Dr. Berry. It is my pleasure this evening to recognize those students graduating with distinction. Students graduating with honors have earned an overall grade point average of 3.5 or higher out of a possible 4.0. The names of students who have achieved this level of performance are identified in the commencement program, even if it is backwards. Also, Central Ohio Technical College honor graduates can be recognized by the gold tassels on their caps. Will all of our honor graduates please stand and be recognized? Members of Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society of two-year colleges, maintained at least a 3.25 grade point average and are involved in numerous service projects on campus and in the community. Phi Theta Kappa students are wearing gold stoles. Will all of our Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society graduates please stand and be recognized? We also have graduates this evening that are members of Alpha Delta Nu, the Nursing Honor Society, which recognizes the academic excellence of students in the study of the Associate Degree of Nursing. Alpha Delta Nu students are wearing apricot cords. Will all of the Alpha Delta Nu Nursing Honor Society graduates please stand and be recognized? Members of Lambda Nu National Honor Society for Radiologic and Imaging Sciences, which recognizes exemplary scholarship of students in the study of radiologic sciences. Lambda Nu members are wearing green and maroon cords. Will all of our Lambda Nu Lambda Nu Honor Society graduates please stand and be recognized? Graduates that began taking college courses at Central Ohio Technical College while in high school are identified by their green and white cords. Will all of our high school option and college credit plus students please stand and be recognized? Lastly, it is my privilege to recognize those students who are graduating as veterans or members of the United States military. Military veterans and active duty personnel are identified by red, white, and blue cords. We honor and appreciate you for serving our country. Please stand for recognition. Thank you again for your service to our country. All right, so now we get to recognize all of the different graduating degree programs, certificate programs this evening. So we're going to run through this. I'd like the audience to hold their applause until we get until the very end. It's a long list, so bear with me, and we'll move through and then applaud you all at the end. Will the candidate for degree of Associate of Applied Business in Accounting Technology please stand and be recognized? Will the candidate for the degree of the Associate of Applied Business in Business Management Technology please stand and be recognized? Will the candidates for the degree of the Associate of Applied Business in Information Technology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of the Associate of Applied Science in Diagnostic Medical Sonography Technology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Applied Science in Digital Media Design Technology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of the Associate of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education Technology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of the Associate of Applied Science in Engineering Technology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of the Associate of Applied Science in Fire Science Technology please stand? Will the candidate for the degree of Associate of Applied Science in Forensic Science Technology please stand? Will the candidate for the degree of Associate of Applied Science in Health Services Technology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of the Associate of Applied Science in Human Services please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Applied Science in Law Enforcement Technology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Applied Science in Nursing Technology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Applied Science in Radiologic Science Technology please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science please stand? Will the candidate for the Bookkeeping Certificate please stand? Will the candidates for the Human Resources one-year certificate please stand? Will the candidates for the Management one-year certificate please stand? Will the candidates for the Office Administration one-year certificate please stand? Will the candidates for case management for healthcare professionals please stand? Will the candidates for the electrocardiograph technician certificate please stand? Will the candidate for the home healthcare provider certificate please stand? Will the candidates for phlebotomy certificate please stand? Will the candidates for behavioral and mental health technician certificate please stand? And now, will all of the graduates please stand and be recognized? All right, Dr. Berry, it is now my honor, the distinct honor, to present and recommend on behalf of the faculty of Central Ohio Technical College these candidates who have completed all the requirements for the Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science, Associate of Art, Associate of Science, one-year certificates at Central Ohio Technical College.
Thank you, Dr. Heiser. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Central Ohio Technical College Board of Trustees and the state of Ohio, I confer upon you the appropriate degrees and certificates with all the rights, privileges, and duties pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Let's give them one heck of a round of applause. In recognition of the degrees and certificates just conferred, the diplomas will now be handed out.
Jonathan R. Lippincott. Shelby Lynn Bixler, with honors. Marcus Allen Bradley, with honors. Hannah Elise Brooks. Josiah Daniel Campbell, with honors. Kiara Monet Colbert. Aaron K. Combs. Catherine Melina Elfrink, with honors. Dylan Dean Loy, with honors. John Matthew Mazza. Zachary Theodore Mullins, with honors. Bailey Dawn Moreland. Hayden Carson Murray. Nathaniel Lane Stradley, with honors. Dusitu Fanta Bedazu. Jason M. Creech, with honors. Adiz Malessa Dessa. Tombong Iyong, with honors. David Johnsa. Kennard A. Haney, Jr. Justin Allen Miller, with honors. Justin David Mortimer, with honors. Adiza Ofali Okine. Clayton Eric Pancher, with honors. Savannah Marie Proudy, with honors. Cole Joseph Schumann, with honors. Mamadou Trawe. Tiffany Rochelle Dar. Dina Autumn Ray Dixon, with honors. Kayla Benson. Portia Mariah Burkett, with honors. Alexia Catherine Calderon, with honors. Erica Edmonds, with honors. Corey Allen Hinkle. Chloe Elizabeth Reardon, with honors. Catherine Stoffer. Denise Therese Turner, with honors. Callie Terrell, with honors. Tegan Young, with honors. Skylar Lee Piles. Whitcomb Toby Johnstone. Paige Elizabeth Miller, with honors. Hafsa Mohammed. Alicia Lynn Wood. Adi Rahman in Ali. Sydney Nicole Boyer, with honors. Zachary Mason Gavi. Emily May Hoffman, with honors. Joseph M. Loafman. Jacob L. McBride, with honors. Levi Myers. Douglas Allen Painter. Juliette Elise Pierce, with honors. Paul Salako. Douglas Vincent Tarasca. Amari Donnell Wright. Luke David Whitaker. Ronisha L. Johnson. Meredith Susan Collins, with honors. Susan Ashley Hobson, with honors. Eugene Johnson, with honors. Taylor Raquel Murray, with honors. Becca Jolene Raker. Tiffany Dawn Addy. Raina Teresa Airy, with honors. Abigail May Baker. Tiffany Michelle Barrell. Brianna Nicole Byers. Brittany Artina Gabrielle Carthen. Sabrina Alexandra Cook. Carissa Ann Fields. Maya Elizabeth Holyak. Jonna Sloan Jeffrey. Ambika Karki. Alexis Sydney Kinney. Sarah Kanini Katau. Elom Osilia Kokolo. Valerie Adjoa Mensa. Tyler Alexander Mickley. Sarah Brianne Mowry. Muna Mohamud Moose. Christelle Njanja Chakambu. Lisa Nawaru. Brianna Alexandra Poston. Jasmine Lynette Robinson. Alexandra Nicole Ronk. Kiera Lene Ross. Savannah Renee Sherman. Afua Nana Smith. Laura Jane Spicer, with honors. Elizabeth Q. Thomas. Matthew Blaine Whitney. Jennifer Ashley Willison. Harley Dawn Woodruff. Ashley Darlene Axline. Chloe May Barrett. Madison Janelle Chandler, with honors. Montana Noel Dunphy. Nicholas D. Grigsby. Angie Marie Horniak. Cheyenne Savon Humphrey. Nathan Tyler Jackson. Joshua Robert Lyles. Mackenzie Ray Noblick. Gunnar Eric Justice Pingle, with honors. Abigail Elizabeth Plants. Leah Danielle Rager, with honors. Joanne Marie Shelton. Samuel Floyd Wolf, with honors. Noelle Celeste McLean. Landon Elizabeth Davis, with honors. Darian Nadine Holt, with honors. Riley Ann Marston. Angel Marie Montgomery. Allison Suzanne Page, with honors. Michael Christopher Lucas Smith. Shayla Nicole Wheeler, with honors. Kylie Cheyenne Workman, with honors. Brittany Amber Combs, with honors. Desiree Marie Ann Parker. Kalpana Guimere. Catherine A. Eldridge. Sabrina Miser. Rachel Bell Brady. Logan Lee Hegman, with honors. Casey Renee Hansen.
Will all of the graduates please rise? In keeping with academic tradition, you may now transfer your tassel from right to left. This is a visible symbol that you are now a graduate of Central Ohio Technical College. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause. You may be seated. I think your friends and family finally got warmed up a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. One of the great opportunities as being the president of the college, I can give you closing remarks. So I have the last word of the evening. And there are a few of you who are in the audience tonight who are actually at the Mount Vernon City School Scholarship Program. And I wasn't planning to use some of the same things I shared with that group, but I think it's really apropos after hearing your presentation tonight from Johnny and Jennifer, and some of the things that Ken Olish and I had talked about as well. It's really just a focus on now moving from where you have been, and you have proven yourselves to be very successful, each and every one of you. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. How many of you worked while you were in school? How many of you are parents? And honestly, how many of you thought about giving up at some time? I ask you that because all of you have overcome obstacles, you've overcome challenges, you've met the commitments that you set for yourself whenever you started this journey. So you've proven that you can be successful in what you do. My challenge to you is now take that the next step. Prove that you can be significant. You are going to be significant in the lives of others, in your communities, and candidly in the world. So what I'm going to share with you are three defined principles for reaching your potential. And you know, we as presidents in college, we often sit back and we read the Harvard Business Review. No, we really don't. But I happened to be looking at that the other night, and they had an article that really spoke. The first thing it said, to reach your particular possibility of making your way in the world, is first you have to know yourself. And each one of you are in some designated field of study. You have chosen a career path. So you've already met that first major milestone of knowing what you want to do. Now you have to decide what you're going to apply yourself in when you're doing it. How many of you are looking to be nurses? How many of you know exactly what you're going to do within that nursing field? How many of you are willing to shape that differently once you get into it if you decide, you know what? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, because that's what I want you to do. You found your passion point. Now make sure that you pinpoint it in the direction that meets the challenge for you. What inspires you? What motivates you? Where can you apply those passions most effectively in what you do? Know yourself, understand yourself. And candidly, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in a field of study, that you start down this path and you realize, you know what, this wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. That's okay. Doing a direction change is fine, or taking another path within that career aspect. Any of you want to be teachers? Appreciate that. It is a passion-driven profession, because count on this, you're not doing it for the money. We love you, we appreciate you, but you're not necessarily doing it for that. But the impact that you're going to make on lives is such a significant role. But do decide once you're in there, is this the right age group? Is this the right type of institution? Whatever that is, know yourself. The second one that I will say to you is excel at the critical tasks that you're given. I can tell you that as employers, we want people who are driven to do their work and good at it, whatever those critical skills are. How many of you are looking at something like engineering? Love ya. Couldn't do it, but love ya. So make sure that you're applying yourself in every way, shape, or form in that engineering environment, that you're demonstrating your aptitudes and your proficiencies. Same thing for all of you in healthcare, same thing for those of you who are looking at more that public service field, that public safety field. You will demonstrate proficiencies, and employers need you to do it every day. Bring your A game each and every time. And most importantly, as you walk out of here, I want you to demonstrate character and leadership in everything that you do. Make sure that you show up, you smile, and you support. Show up every day. Show up with a good attitude. Be ready to work, ready to serve. Smile at the people that you work with or that you work for, even if you don't want to do it. You can change someone's day and sometimes, candidly, their life by one day of showing support. And that's the last thing I tell you to do, is support the environment that you're in. No matter where you are, thrive. We all want you to show the aptitudes that you have learned here at Central Ohio Technical College, and also show your attitude, that you are some of the best individuals in your field. Those faculty members right there spend a lot of time, a lot of energy with you, purposefully, to make you the best that you have the potential to be. You are now the newest alumni of Central Ohio Technical College. and we keep a very high standard. And we're so excited that you have chosen to be the next generation. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you are successful, and you're about to be very, very significant. And I applaud each and every one of you. Thank you for what you're about to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, other than a backwards program, it's been a good night, and I have enjoyed spending this time with each and every one of you. This officially concludes the Spring 2020 commencement of Central Ohio Technical College. Please remain seated until the platform party and the faculty have recessed and the graduates, I love saying that, and the graduates have exited the gymnasium. Mace bearer, we follow you.